Welcome to Yes to I Do, your go-to podcast for all things wedding planning. Hello everyone and welcome to our episode of Yes to I Do. Today we have got Louisa and the lovely Alex with us today. So Alex is one of our 2025 brides and she is here to chat with us about her big day. Hi Alex.
Hi. It's nice to be back.
Yes.
As always. Yes.
Oh, we're so excited to have you back and chatting with us on the podcast about yours and Andy's day. Set the scene for us. When did you get married? What was the day like?
So it was August 2025. It was a Monday.
Yeah.
I arrived a little bit wet, but we prayed there wasn't going to be any rain. There was a little bit of rain, but it turned out glorious.
Yeah.
And the whole day was just exactly as we planned, if not better.
Oh, fab.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was the dream wedding day from start to finish, really. And I think
That's amazing.
even though there's a smidge of rain, it brought character to the day. And
Yeah.
it was and people running
I
around.
think it was a bit fun, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Do you know what?
Dodge the
You
rain.
can't go plain sailing all the time. You've got to have a little bit of something in there. And
Yeah.
apart from the rain, which nobody can control, everything was amazing. It was just
That's
perfect
amazing.
for us both.
And how many guests did you have? What was the theme?
So the theme was more flowers, bright colours.
Beautiful.
We wanted real flowers, but we also wanted a lot of things. So we had to make sure the budget kind of compromised for that one.
Yeah.
So day guests, we had 74, I want to say.
Yeah.
Including me and Andy, or without me and Andy, I can't remember. We kept
It was
messing
around
them
that
didn't we? We were like,
numbers, yeah.
but we will be there, we promise. And then the evening was about 120.
Yeah. Amazing,
So it was
yeah.
perfect for, we had an indoor venue setting and it was just the right amount of space for
Yeah.
everybody. We also had Chris Keys as well, so he
Oh,
was
we
at
love
the
Chris.
back and he just set the scene himself,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
yeah, he's
he brings
fab. We do
he
love
brings
him.
that vibe, the wedding vibes. And then in the evening, it was just lovely because we had, with it being an August wedding, it was still quite daylighty and it was warm outside. So we had a mix of people here, there, and everywhere. People were in the pigsty. People
Yeah.
were like out eating by the pizza oven. It was just perfect. It was just
I love
brilliant.
that. Oh, it's amazing.
cute.
I remember seeing you on your big day actually, because Louisa was Alex's coordinator. And I remember seeing you as just as you were going into the ceremony. And she said to me, "I've been watching the podcast."
I was worried about her train not
About the
going in
rain,
the
yeah.
puddles. And she's going, I've watched the
You were
podcast.
so happy. And afterwards, we said straight away, didn't we? We've
Yeah.
got to have Alex
Gotta
back
get
on the
Alex on the
podcast
podcast.
to come and chat
Yeah.
with us.
It was just the history behind it all, and like I wasn't an history buff in school, but now I was just fascinated.
Yeah.
I was just like, whoa. And I was like, Mom, do you know this? Dad, like everybody, I was literally telling everybody the story too.
It's such an interesting episode, I
very
think, with Darren.
interesting.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that episode. If you've not watched that one, go and check that out because
Yeah.
it's got all the history of Coton House Farm on it. So, what do you think was like one sort of surprise that happened to you on the day?
Ooh. Well, the rain's one.
Yeah.
The rain, yeah.
The rain was
The
definitely,
rain was definitely one.
A lot. It's hard, really, because I found, for me personally, I had loads of little surprise touches. So one of my
Yeah.
bridesmaids had got me. I had a big book that they'd all wrote in. and
That's
stuff,
really
photos.
nice.
It was really really thoughtful things for me that I had actually off like my girls and my team, and
yeah.
they'd really thought about this sort of place and what I wanted it to be like. So even the book, they made it very Coton House vibes.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
That's so nice. That is really nice.
I'll
Yeah,
send you a
do.
picture so you can
Need to
tag
see
me. But I
that.
was like, wow, that's really cute.
Yeah. I think that's really nice though, like your friends and family interlink into the things that you've chosen for your day. It's just so lovely.
I think it's really nice because you do all the planning. It's nice for someone
Yeah.
to surprise you a little bit as
Yeah.
well with something like that. I love it when people do that. Yeah.
Plenty of that on the day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was plenty of surprise.
What would you say was your like favourite moment from the day?
Well, in hindsight, if you asked me about 3 weeks prior or about 4 hours prior, if you actually saw me getting ready to be walking down the aisle, I was so nervous and scared.
yeah.
But that was the best bit for me. I
Yeah.
got to the bottom and I said to Randy, I went, "Can I do that again?" He's like, "No."
No, I wish
But
we
it
could.
was just perfect. And I think
Yeah.
as a bride, personally, the build-up, I was like, don't cry, because I'm the most ugliest cry. I'm sure most women will say that about themselves. But I didn't want me videography and me photography be me like, Megan.
Yeah.
That would have been the case. And it wasn't at all. I was like that. There was somewhere there's no
It's like
tears
real
in that.
moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really hit me. And I was like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And it was just a bit of closure, really. All that planning and sort of stress that you have, the build up, that last month as well, where you're paying off everything and you're ticking all them final boxes, your small details. It just it was just perfect. It
came
was
to life.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing.
Because it is really about just me and Andy on that
Yes,
day. It's
definitely.
so important. And I thought after that we can all have a party and something.
Yeah,
A great time. It was perfect.
Up until the day, you probably think about everything that's going to be going on, the suppliers, your guests, all those different things. And then you get to the end of the aisle and you look into the person who you've done all of this for. You can say yes. Oh, it's just so
What
fab.
is yours and Andy's story? Where did you meet? Where did he propose?
So we met when we were 15 and Andy was 16. We were pot washing in a pub. Yeah, and we'd always been really close friends and kind of that little flirty banter, but we never sort of took it that extra level.
Yeah.
Andy went off to university. I was a year below him, so I sort of stayed on, did a bit of a chefing course, and then went over to Andorra to do a ski season.
Oh, amazing.
Lovely.
And then I lived in St Ives actually at the time, so I was doing a summer season down there, but stayed just because of St Ives. Like,
Why not?
St Ives, it's a given. So then Andy got in touch like November. We'd always like messaged each other, but it's like, when are you next coming home? It'd be great to see you. And I was like,
that's lovely.
yeah, that'll be amazing to sort of like rekindle, because I'd not seen him for about 2 years. We'd always go out for drinks, but there was usually like a group of us, so it was never just us two. And we went out for a drink, and little did I know that was technically our first date. And then it just kind of spiraled since then. That was back in 2017.
Oh, that's lovely. And where did he pop the question?
Oh, in Andorra, where I did my skiing. So honestly,
Did he come out and surprise you?
yeah.
I love that.
Can I just say,
that.
and Andy will know, I'll say this, he's the most rubbishest person at keeping surprises. He can't, my birthday presents and Christmas, I know the day before or Christmas Eve, he's just like, he gets that excitable about it, which is so sweet and lovely. I'm like, yeah, he's great. But you could have saved it for one more day.
Yeah,
For Christmas.
So a proposal, I was like, I'll definitely know when he's doing something,
Yeah.
because if it's just...
He'll tell you.
He'll tell me, or he'd just be like, like a shotgun in a candy shop. So I was like, okay. And we were at the airport, and it was mental. So he must have had the ring in his... I'd actually in a pair of ski socks in his bag. And about a week before we went away, I was like, I might have to... Because he's got so many pairs of ski socks. For 1 week, I'm like, no guy needs like 20 pairs of ski socks. And some of them are new, so I was like, I might just borrow some of your ski socks. He's like, no, you won't. And I'm like... Right, okay. I nick your hoodies all the time and your t-shirts, and we don't worry about that. So I was like, okay.
Not the ski socks.
Well, you just think...
That is so clever to put it in a ski sock.
I'll tell you said that. So I just thought, right, okay, let that one go. Then we're at the airport, and his case was too big to go. So we were doing self-check-in, and his case was too big to actually go down the... And I'm going, and I knew at the time that we need to take it to the heavy, I don't know what it's called, heavy case department kind of thing. And he's like looking at me straight through me, and I'm like, hello. Because obviously he's aware that he's got this ring in his bag and he's petrified of losing it. And for some reason he's there kicking this bag. And I'm going, the security are going to come. We're not going to get on that plane. Just panicking, thinking, what are you doing? Why are you being so crazy? Because he was like completely out of character for Andy. Next minute we get the bag on the trolley and it's off. And we go to Andorra, and the next morning, I'd had a couple of drinks on the plane, so we're a bit hungover. He's there, 8 o'clock in the morning, yay, let's go skiing. I'm thinking, can I just have 1 more hour? And at first, he's like, no, we're getting up, we're going. And then he went, no, I'll go on my own, I'll go get a coffee. And I thought, this is great. Like, he's had a really, 180, really quick here. So he must have gone off. I made sure I was ready by the time he came back, and he took me to the highest point of the mountain. And again, out of character, Andy's going, let me take a picture of you at the top of the mountain. I'm thinking, because you never offered to take photos. Is it just me?
No, you do.
You're either doing a selfie, or you're like, please, can you take a photo of me?
But
Like, you have to
when
be
they just
blunt.
do the one and you go, no, and, actually, just don't bother anymore.
Well, it was all on him. And he's like, I'll just take a few, I'll do a video. And then he just went, right. And he went to get down on one knee, and I'm thinking, I thought he was just doing his boots up. And he pulled out, and I'm thinking, if this is a chick, this isn't happening. Like, you just think there's a 5% feeling there. And I thought, nah. Next minute, he pulled out this ring. He's like, will you marry me? I was like, I am never speechless. But I was like, and he said to me, please say yes. I was like, yes. So it was really nice.
Oh, that's such a nice story. I love this. My favourite bit about this job is hearing about these stories.
Yeah,
So-
we always ask.
Oh, I love that. That's amazing. So What were the first steps that you think you did when you, so did you book a venue first, or
Venue
what was the thought?
first.
Yeah.
And I literally, before I came here, this is obviously, Bob books the venue, so it's amazing, so go and book it. I went to about 7 or 8 different venues, like every weekend, and you know when you're getting to the point where you're like, I'm never going to find the perfect venue. I can remember, I came here with my sister actually, because Andy was away with work. I remember thinking, this is going to be pointless because I'm not going to like it.
Yeah.
And because that was the feeling that I had from different venues. And I got here, and as soon as I started to walk down the path, I was like, oh, this is a bit of me. And then I saw the front, and I was like, oh, it's even more. And then we looked around, and I was like, that you were ticking every single box that we had.
That's amazing.
And it was just like, for example, the bedrooms, the sleeper, like staying over. I didn't want to have to get up the next day and I'll get that out right. I didn't want to have to that night at 12 o'clock be like, right, we're going, everyone in a taxi. I just wanted to sort of roll into bed time. But it was the outdoor, indoor. It was having that space for everybody, having the old barn.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I knew automatically. For me, it reminds me of a little chapel.
Yeah, it is dead sweet down
over
there.
the times you have done so much. So you didn't have the big windows in before.
No.
So that had all changed. So it was just all these little touches in the space of. So we booked, I think it was July 2023.
Yeah.
So there's a 2-year. But the amount you've done in that space of time is incredible.
Would you like to build?
Every time we came back, we were like, oh my gosh, they've done that. Oh my gosh, they've done that. And it was just building the excitement up better and better. Because I think sometimes I know certain brides that have booked 2 years prior and been like, oh, I'm going off my venue now. Because you've not added a bit of something. So, and that's what I personally think, where you guys nailed that one.
We've actually done some more. I'll show you after.
Yeah, we'll show you after. You know what we're like? We're always adding little things.
There's a few more bits around the back now.
Definitely.
Well, this year we added our groom suite, didn't we, Maverick? And we added the window as well in the main barn.
Yeah, we've got a few more bits around the bottom on the patio, a lot more seating around there.
Yeah. We're always busy bees, aren't we? We're not us. We don't build it.
No. I don't think it would look as nice if we got out.
No, it
so
wouldn't,
building.
no. And so, how did you start your supplier selection then for the day?
So to be fair, once we booked you, I was all over your socials. So I was looking at people that you use, because I think a big thing that people said previously to me that have got married, you know, your photographer, if they've been there before, they'll know the light, they'll know what's where if you just use somebody that's never been there, it can be not the same. And it was just, when we came, I think we came to a couple of your supplier events, so we ended up having Big Spoon's Bakery. She is amazing.
Yeah,
and her cakes are insane. And honestly, her talent is next level.
Yeah, they are really good.
I agree with that.
Originally, we were going to have a small cake, because I can bake, but I'm not Big Spoon's Bakery. I can do brownies, and that's literally it. And I was like, I'll do some brownies, I'll do some cookies, and we'll have a little cake and just try. You know, you're trying to like watch your budget a little bit. And I think that was quite earlier on in sort of the wedding planning. And then we came, and I was like, they are phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's the little flower cupcakes she does. They're amazing.
Well, yeah, that's what we had.
Is it?
Yeah.
They were so good.
I said I wanted colour. She just nailed every detail. Everything we asked for, she nailed. We weren't going to have a magician, but me and Andy both love magic. So when we come in, we saw Rowan Stickler, is it?
Yeah. He's so good.
He is really good. He pulled a jam jar out of my ear.
He blows my mind every time I see him.
Honestly, I watch the video, and everybody still speaks about that now, because that bit between your breakfast and your evening guests arriving, it's a bit of a 2-hour kind of. I know you can sort of chat and whatnot, but I think it's really good to have some form of entertainment.
Yeah, definitely.
And me and Andy both loving magic. At one point we debated, so when we first came, we were going to have the garden games, because that's what we were like, oh, that's a good option. But then we saw Owen, we were like, we booked him here, there, we're like, get him booked now. I was like, I need to get the garden. But I'm like a little kid, I was like, get it out now. I was so excited. So yeah, a lot of the things we actually found through you guys. The only thing that I was really adamant that I was sticking by is like, there's a florist that I use all the time.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that I was like, I need them to do my wedding flowers, because I get everything from them. And that's where I've put my business to them for years, and I just they are great.
I think sometimes you do know, don't you? Those couple of suppliers that you do want. I think we see so many suppliers, lots of our lovely trusted suppliers, but also we meet new people every day, don't we? And they're all wonderful. But I have to say that people that choose trusted suppliers the way you and Andy did, it actually is so smooth, isn't it?
It does. Chris, it helps a lot.
He's very at home here. He comes in, he knows where he's going. Same with Mandy at Big Spoon Bakery. You know, they just know the venue really, really well, and they know what works.
Absolutely.
And it really does, it makes for magic, to be fair.
Yeah, it does. And I think from a bride's perspective, it flows. Like, in the nicest way possible. I knew that Chris would be. I didn't need to. And
didn't need to worry about him.
He came in to speak to me, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Don't worry, I'm all set up." And I'm like, "I know you will be." What is it, right?
You just need to say hi.
You have that little worry, thinking, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" You have that panic, but it just flows smoothly. So, as a bride, you don't see a lot because you're getting ready in the morning. But when you do come out and see like the work that you girls doing, putting up the signs, I know Louisa, you did a lot of mine. I didn't have a massive centerpieces. We kept it quite minimal and just our own, didn't we? And the florists just popped the flowers around, like each to their own. But it was just such a smooth operation.
I think you can't beat little bud vases.
No, I do.
Honestly, I love
bud
those. Yeah, I really love those.
Yeah.
We've been handing them out to family ever since.
Have you?
Like a little vase. I was like, would you like a little vase?
For birthdays, Christmas.
Do you know what I've been doing? We've been going around to Arnie's because Andy's family live down south, so I've been going, there's a little bit from the wedding for you to keep. There's a little bit.
A few memories.
It's like a memoir.
Oh, that's amazing.
No, I think it really does benefit by having people that know us and know the venue. But we do have some of our brides are like, I definitely want my hairdresser to be the person that does my hair. Same with your florist, which is just fab. Bring them along because they know you and they know what you like, which is just amazing.
I think Sarah's been here a few. The girl who did my makeup. And
Yeah.
I know she's been here a few because it's the insurances, and she was like, I'm sure I've given it to him before. I was like, just send it over for me, please, because I just need it. You do kind of have them. I didn't think I was that much of a bride. Like Louisa,
You were not.
Terrible.
You were really not.
But I think it really helps having you as well. Like you were just such an amazing coordinator.
Oh, no, I loved it.
And you were so calm and like it was fun. You made it fun. It was so fun.
It's especially with the rain. I thought, oh God, because you were in the ceremony and the heavens opens and I was stood outside with the confetti.
I forgot about the confetti.
And I went, Alex, we're going to do it inside. And I ran down and I was passing out all of the confetti cups to everybody.
I remember the family doing it first, going, Dad, you were like, no. Skip. I was like, yes, go.
I was halfway down letting people do their own confetti scoops and I thought, oh God, we're going to be here for another 40 minutes. I went, right, you have that one. And we did it indoors.
Again, that was another great aspect because in my head I was thinking, where are we going to do the confetti?
Yeah.
But the fact that you were like, just do it indoors, I thought,
straight
the wet weather plan.
Yes. I mean, I was dripping at this point. I kept on going down. So I was like, so sorry, look at the stage.
I just still look stunning. I was like, I don't know what you're on about. You look fine.
And then
She's
still very youthful, aren't you, Louisa?
My hair was all soggy. And then I turned around and went, you're dressed. And you went, I don't care. I'm having a great time. And I just thought that just made my heart feel so happy that you were just absolutely loving it, even though it had rained.
You have to let it go.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, there's nothing you can do about the weather.
No.
There's literally... So we buried my maid of honours, my bridesmaids, got me to bury a sausage in the dirt.
Yes.
I need to... have you seen the video?
Yeah.
No, have you seen this? It did rain, I'll tell you why it rained. So I was digging away, tried to put the sausage in, and they gave me a spoon, and I'm trying to cover it up with the spoon and smushing it in, and this sausage just flipped out, and I was like, it's still going to rain tomorrow now, isn't it? The sausage says it's going to rain. Rain.
So many people are doing that trend. I don't know where it's come from, but I love it.
I mentioned it on show rounds. I was like, you need to bury the sausage the night before with no context, and people just look at me. And I'm like, an actual sausage in the gardens.
Yeah. There's a rumour going round there that you're supposed to bury it at the venue. You're not.
No, please don't
bury
do that.
sausages here.
Don't do that.
There's a little rumour going round about that.
I've heard that. People are like, I'm going to sneak on.
Our farm cat'll have it straight out and then it will rain. So bury it at home.
We definitely didn't bury it here. You were safe, guys. I promise you, it was in Lichfield.
There probably is like sausages all over the lawn.
Probably. Yeah, or down the lane. They're just...
Oh, that's amazing. So when it came to your guest list, Alex, how did you decide who you wanted with you on the day and who you wanted to do an evening invite for? Did you have any restrictions or rules? What were your thoughts on that?
It was a bit of a tough one because I had that thing where I didn't want to walk down the aisle and see people looking at me that I don't really know that well. I haven't met because of it's such a small little, like not a small. I wanted 35 people there. Then I realised I've got 35 family members of my own that need to be there.
Yeah.
That was a bit more of a compromise. Where Andy's family's a lot smaller, so. for me, it was immediate family and the closest to family friends and my closest friends, and that sort of rounded up to about 40 something. And Andy's got quite a small family, so he's like 15. However, his group of friends, he's still best friends with all of his friends from school. So Andy had more like about
I think he had 7 groomsmen, yeah.
Really?
I needed to like sort of gather them all up for the ceremony.
Honestly,
I was like, where have they gone?
I won't lie, that's one thing I was like, nobody's, because the pictures, we're having the pictures done and all the groomsmen had got the, what are they called now?
The buttonholes.
The buttonholes.
Yeah.
They were like, one was this side, one was that side.
I tried to help.
And the photographer was going around going, I just need to sort your buttonholes before. I'm like, please do. And I'm thinking, ew. Obviously, Louisa, that was not your job. I was expecting that.
I had to teach how to do the pin.
I saw some of them. I was just like, come on, guys.
Oh, bless them.
It was funny. It was funny. We do see that quite a lot, though. The groomsmen, there was so many of them. And then we're getting ready for ceremony and you go, oh, he's just in the toilet. Oh, he's just gone up there. And then they're just here, there, and everywhere.
That's another thing with our photos. We're having the photos done, and so we had like a shot list, as most people, I presume, do. And Andy's brother was in charge of his, and my sister was in charge of mine, because they know our families and are friends more so than friends knowing family. And I can't even tell you, like, some of the grooms. Andy's dad at one point, we're having a family picture, and I'm like, Dave, come on, you need to come for the picture. And he's like, just hang on, I'm just having that meet. And I'm going, Dave, come on. And I was like, I'm this is the bridezilla kicking in now. I can feel it. I'm like,
because I knew you were worried about the rain. I know you left your desserts on the table to go outside. Where have they gone?
Oh my gosh, we came back and we had fresh desserts and it was to die for. But I was like, I need to sacrifice my dessert for both days, because you do pay a lot of money for your food. As much as you do food, you think.
And if it's raining as well, you want to get them in, don't you?
And it was ironic because it stopped raining then for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
it was just beautiful, and we've got some stunning photos. And it's a good mix as well. So we've got some sort of rainy, wet ones, and some that are like lovely with the sun shining, the fields. We actually had some flares. I don't know if you know about the flare story.
I saw them out the back, and I didn't see.
So I got some flares. Like, we'll have the flare shots, you know, your bridesmaids. Well, that wasn't going to happen because of the rain. So I said to Andy, I said, we'll just get one with us with the flares. Me not knowing what you should know about flares, the fire scene. And I don't know this because I'm a qualified chef and I work in that industry all the time. So technically I should know about these things. We've got these flares, we're walking, and Aaron says to us, the photographer, he went, if it gets really hot, it's burning, so like it will burn your hand, don't drop it. And he's going, it's been burning for about 5 minutes. And he just drops it, and Aaron's going, drop it, and I'm going, the field. Luckily the field had not set on fire, thank God. But it was like, But then our hands were covered.
I think you came back, you were pink and blue.
We looked like Smurfs.
We
looked like Smurfs. We were like,
Did you?
And again I'm going, don't touch my dress because it's black at the bottom. I can deal with that, but I cannot deal with blue prints.
Blue as well.
That is just too far.
Yeah. If you don't hold them like right at the very tip, like the rest of it is just red hot.
They are a lovely idea, but it's like quick photos now because we've got smoking. Oh God,
it goes everywhere.
Yeah, just go everywhere.
They are good though. They make for some really
great
pictures.
effect, but can be a logistical nightmare. So if you do get them, speak to your photographer first. Don't get them off Amazon like I did.
And how did you delegate any jobs out, like to family members and things like that?
My sister and my brother-in-law for the photo shots.
Yeah.
But I think what happened was it rained, so everybody came in, we sort of had a food, and by that point a lot of wine had gone down in Prosecco, so that was just completely like gone
out the window,
to the point where we had a drone shot, and I think I ended up whistling to everybody, and I was like, guys, can you just come and stand here? We just need to get this shot. And you're thinking, well, you've paid for it, so I want the shot.
Yes, definitely.
And we've got the shot. We've got a couple, which is great. But apart from that, not really. Apart from the speeches, I think that's where the bit of a control freak came out in me. Yeah, massively.
Yeah, but you like what you like.
Yeah.
And I think I would be the same, to be honest. It's like I want to know exactly what's going on. And
my family know exactly that's what I'm like as well.
Yeah.
So we think, we'll just let her go on with it because if not,
they're
going to get the brunt for it. So it's best to just let her go.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. And on the day, obviously, there was a few stresses with the rain and things like that. But what did you find like kept you calm, like in that getting ready phase and sort of throughout the day?
Again, Louisa, this is your moment to shine. She really did. She was just so calm, so zen. And I didn't feel stressed because you weren't stressed.
No.
And I think that had a real, because if you were stressed out, I would have been like, oh no, why was stressed? It was just dead calm. You came in, I got here, and you were pulling the table up like, I need to get the Prosecco. I'm like, it's fine, we need to set up anyway. And she came, literally 2 minutes later, she's there with the Prosecco and glasses for everybody. And then the food platter came, which was just...
your breakfast platter.
That was insane, with little banana chocolats, the melon, the grape. Don't get me wrong, I was really struggling to eat because my nerves were
Makes you really,
level.
yeah.
People say you're going to be nervous on the day. They don't lie, but I would advise everybody to force as much as you can into you, because it is really hard.
Yeah, eat those croissants.
You'll need the carbs for the day because it is a long day.
Yeah.
But I say it's a long day, it's long, but it goes
so
fast.
quickly.
It's like, when you're in the moment, you're like, oh gosh, it's only 6 o'clock. I feel like it should be 8 o'clock. But then the next day you think, that was the quickest 12 hours of my life.
Yeah.
The quickest.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's so exciting, like reminiscing on this day.
I
love it.
It's so nice
exciting
to talk about it. It's like you relive it again.
You're here again.
I feel like I'm sat in the chair, I'm just smiling. I'm going to get in my car and my cheeks really hurt now. I went like when I walked down the drive, I was like taking photos, like, look where I am, guys.
I'm back. I know. So we're going to play a little game for this next bit. It's called Spend, Save, Skip.
Okay.
And so we're going to discuss like things that you would spend, things you spent on that you were pleased that you did. What did you cut costs on, and what did you skip entirely?
Okay.
So first one is spend. So what elements did you maybe put a little bit more into? So you've already said one, which was the magic. So was there any other elements that you felt that you put into that were really worth it?
The entertainment.
Yeah.
Throughout the day, I wanted constant. Andy's a pianist anyway, so and his grandfather was, so it's quite. And I love a piano.
It's
so
so
as soon as
lovely.
we saw Chris, I actually came to the venue first with my sister, and I got in the car. I actually booked our wedding day before I brought Andy here. But I knew I had a 2-week gap, so I was like, can I come back and bring my husband, please? Because I really, 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 really want to. Do you know what I mean? Like, and the dates fly. So if you want the venue, book fast.
Yes,
That'd
definitely.
be my best advice. Because there was other dates, and I was like, I want that date. But the only day that was available was the 4th for us that we could do. So I provisionally booked it, and it was like, how long have I got before I have to pay the deposit? And then I came with Andy. So the pianist, definitely, the magician, and we had a saxophonist as well.
Oh, amazing.
So there was something
Really
going
good.
on like
All
all
the
throughout
time.
the day, and I felt like that for me was an absolute must. Because I've been to certain weddings, not that you get bored, but kind of mooching around. If you're not a main part of the wedding, it can be a bit like you stood in a corner type of thing, and I just wanted it to be a bit involvement for everybody.
Yeah, and I think that's nice that you like did your ceremony and like drinks reception things quite intimate with your family, so you don't have that aspect of people maybe thinking, oh, like I don't really know these people, so there was no point where anyone felt a bit like out of place or anything. So then the evening comes and you're all into your party then, so everyone just comes and has a great time.
Entertainment is a key thing, definitely. It's so important. I think it's things people will remember as well. Not everyone's. I've never been to a wedding with a saxophonist as a guest, you know, so it's something really different that I think people remember as well, isn't it? So
Everybody still's like, literally everyone talks about Owen all the time, like he was just amazing. And I think that gap between, and I think because he wasn't like, hi, I'm a magician, he just fluttered around people very elegantly.
He's really good at that, actually.
You don't know he's actually there, and
he looks like a guest, doesn't he?
He
And all of a sudden
well.
like you've just got like
and then you've got people
card
going,
tricks
laughing and going, whoa, oh, and then he just draws. He doesn't necessarily draw a crowd. He does draw a crowd, but then he sees that who has not been involved, and he makes his way around. And I think that's
he makes
really
sure
important.
that everyone
gets a bit of magic.
Yeah. He did, when he came last time, he had something in his hand, I can't remember what it was, and then he went like that. It set on fire and it turned into a lollipop in his hand.
I don't know how they do that. I
was just
magicians.
stood there staring at it like, what? Nobody won't leave anything away. He's excellent.
He's very, very good how he talks to people as well. The way he holds himself is spot on.
He's fab.
So for me now, personally, that's such a big hit for me because everyone's still talking about it, and I think, you've had a good wedding.
So it's safe then. So what were the bits that you were like, no, like we're going to just cut costs on these bits, and we're still going to have them, but just on a smaller scale?
So,
what were those bits?
Wedding cake, actually. So we had a small wedding cake, and it, I think it's about 6 inches.
Yeah.
And I said that'll be for immediate family, like me, Andy, our parents. My parents are split up, so there's like 2 sides that go each side. Our siblings, my granddad, and then we actually only had 50 cupcakes.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I'm being tight, but I went home with 8 cupcakes.
I know you took some home as well.
Cupcakes! Because I thought, oh gosh, that was one thing that I was kind of panicking about, that I thought, I don't think everybody else will have one. But then...
What if they do?
Exactly. But me and Andy started off with 100 evening guests, and then it was an add-on, an add-on, an add-on, an add-on, an add-on.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, like... Yeah, and I'm thinking we've only got 50 cupcakes. Again, what if everybody wants a cupcake? There's not going to be enough. But that really worked for us personally. So
yeah, you do find that sometimes people won't touch the cake after they've had dinner and everything like that.
3-course meal, and we had the pizza, but everybody raved about the pizzas. Like,
yeah,
still
the
now,
pizzas are really good.
I had some, but I had it in my room. Like,
Didn't you?
Like
took it to
12
bed
o'clock.
too. Yeah, you took pizza to bed. I remember that.
I was like, I just need to have it when I get in bed. It's such a busy day that just eating sort of like kind of takes a bit of a lack of priority at times.
Yeah.
And it really shouldn't.
Yeah.
But it does.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then skip. So looking back, what did you maybe think, oh, I'm happy to do without that part?
It was more cars and having like being bought here.
Yeah.
So I knew we were going to get here at 9 in the morning. So there's no need to have a fancy car because we're here at 9. No one's going to see it.
Yeah.
It's just money. Different strokes for different folks. Some people might be into the cars, and that might be their thing, where for me it wasn't. Andy did say at one point, he's like, I might have a car because he's a boy and he loves his F1 and things like that. But it's just like, yeah, that's great, but you're going to be getting there at like 10:30. So unless it's just for you to feel good, make sure it's about you and not just for other people, just so you think you look like it's a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
And we never did that in the end, and I'm really glad that we didn't, because again, you've got a budget to stick to, and you've got to be a bit realistic with it as well.
It sounds like you've really got the good balance there of knowing what you wanted and what you were happy to be like, yeah, you know what, we don't need that.
There was add-ons, cut-offs, and I think once you've got your final structure, it's a bit like a triangle. Once all your pieces sort of come together, you're rolling then.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, in terms of obviously venue specific, you got married with us here at Coton House Farm. What was it like working with the team in the lead up right from booking until the end?
Absolutely. So, like I say, I've been here a fair few times before we got married.
That's good.
It is good.
I'm going to get one of those like loyalty stamps.
She doesn't work here, but she just needs to be here.
Yeah, no, we're getting Alex loyalty
we'll call
card.
it a therapy session.
I think that's good though, because you really took advantage of what we put out there for
yes.
I think you remember you came back to an event before your wedding, didn't you?
Yeah, I think
to come and see some music, was it? Or Chris? You came to one of the open days.
I think we came to 2 open days.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You went, we've just tried small cake, Louisa.
Yeah. Oh, we were always... Because at one point, we were unsure between Jenkinson's and Dove Delights.
Yeah.
I loved Dove Delights, but Andy loved his sit-down meal, and we did compromise. I don't get me wrong, Jenkinson's food was insane. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. Every time I came for the days, and I saw Alison. Is it Alison? Is it Alison?
Sarah.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just at the Scotch eggs.
Dove's Julie.
Julie.
Sorry. Jenkinson's.
Julie Scotch eggs.
The Scotch eggs, and she did, what was it now? Lemon... I can't think what it's called. Like lemon meringue. Ooh, but it was like small ones. And it was like, I was like, can we have you for the evening? But then you've got to think financially how much it's all going to cost.
Yeah.
And that's where you've got to be a bit realistic.
Yeah.
So coming here, having everything that you've put out there, your open days, you do your couples that haven't booked, and then you do your couples that have booked, which is great, because that's where you get your suppliers all in, and you really get a feel for everything. The meeting beforehand that we had, not a telephone meeting, then we had a face-to-face meeting. The book that you gave was the first wedding planning book, because I won't lie, and I think I'd been engaged for about 6 months, just over, and we booked here and I got that book, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, I haven't thought about that. We haven't thought, because there's so many things you do not think about. Yeah. You think your dress, your cake, the basics. You don't think about certain things that are actually like the registrar. We didn't think. We knew we got to have a registrar, but you're thinking, we'll book it, and then we're like, actually, we need to really book our registrar.
Do it now.
Yeah. So as soon as you booked your venue, make sure you book your registrar, because it is really important.
Very
important.
Absolutely. Yeah. And what helped most, do you think, about Coton House Farm's planning and support process, so like having Louisa in place for you? How was that helpful for you on the day?
Any queries, any questions, always, it's a 24 hours where you email back. You were never like over to, unless she's like, I'm on holiday.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, I remember coming in once and I was like, I'll email you about this tomorrow. And she was like, I go on holiday tomorrow. I was like, oh, where are you going? Completely. I get sidetracked by anybody going on holiday. It's like, oh, let's talk about your holiday, not prioritising my wedding day.
Straight on when I get back.
Yeah, and she's like, as soon as I get back, I'll sort it. And she did. So just being on hand constantly. Any questions on the morning? I don't think I had many. I think I was nervous. I was quite nervous. So
you had a lot of Prosecco and just, are you okay? Yeah.
Are you okay? Yeah, I think so. What time is it? Because I have no clue what time it was half the time.
Yeah. It flies by. It
does fly.
Yeah, it does. I think that last 1 minute it was 11 o'clock and like nobody was in dresses and I got married at 12. I'm like, everybody needs to get in the dress. And my dress, I had buttons all the way up the back and my mum was like, shaking to the point where I think between Vicky, the photographer, and Sarah who did my hair and makeup, they were like starting from one end and working their way in the middle.
That's amazing. Yeah. Have you got any advice for other couples that might be getting married maybe this year?
And the biggest advice that I got really stressed out the month before or 2 months before, and you're finally paying everything off. It is a stressful period, but enjoy it because that is all part of the process. And I remember about 3 weeks before my cousin got married, just before I got married, and I went to go see her to pick up some bits. And I was like, oh, and she went, stop and breathe. She went, I'm telling you now, I was like you. And I look back now and I really wish I'd enjoyed and embraced it. There is going to be moments, but just take it all in and suck it all up because of
definitely
it's all part of the process and getting married.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. And I guess the final question is, if you were to do it all again, would you do it again?
Only if it could be with the same guy at the same venue. With you guys as well, of course.
Yes. Amazing. Yeah,
we've got Sally in there.
Yeah. Do you know what? I do look back and people say, would you change anything about your day? And I really, really wouldn't.
No.
Don't get me wrong, it'd be nice to have some nice photos in the sun.
Yeah.
But
we've got umbrella photos.
We have got some. I need to send
had some character.
It does.
Yeah,
it
please
was
do.
just outstanding. It was great
amazing.
from start to finish.
We have, this has been one of my favourite episodes, I think, that we've recorded. I've absolutely loved catching up with you, following the wedding. I'm sure you have as well.
I'm just buzzing.
Yeah, my face is hurting. We're smiling. It's just amazing.
Like, we need to bring these cheeks back down.
It's not long until you come back for the Christmas ball anyway.
Yes. Like 6 weeks. And I think I'm probably the longest reigning bride you've had. It'll be 12 visits at the end of this year. From booking the venue to the end of this year, it'll be 12 visits.
Yeah. We're looking forward to having you back for our Christmas ball, you and Andy. It'll be so lovely. A really nice evening. And we hope to, beyond that, see you again soon as well. So thank you so much for coming to chat to us.
Thank you for having me.
We hope you've enjoyed listening as well to Alex chat about her big day. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Yes to I Do. Make sure you hit subscribe and share this podcast with fellow brides, grooms, and wedding enthusiasts. Ready to bring your dream wedding to life? Visit our website, cotonhousefarm.com, to book a tour of our breathtaking venue or schedule a planning meeting with our expert team. See you next time.